You can start it. Let's start it. Hello, everyone. How y'all doing? The title is What and Who and What is Santa? The Dark Side about Saint Nick. The Queen gonna speak to y'all about it.
I thought we both was gonna talk about Saint Nick. Well, anyway.
You gonna start it. You gonna talk
Okay,
about it.
I said okay. So, because it was my idea to do the content. Just messing up. Y'all know Christmas is coming. It's another pagan holiday. We just got finished doing a pagan holiday. Well, not we, but a pagan holiday just passed, and that was Thanksgiving. I don't think people really know the whole story about Thanksgiving and how they slaughtered the Indians, but that's not what the content is. My point is, it's a bunch of pagan holidays. And I could have sworn in the Bible it says that we're not supposed to celebrate pagan holidays. And it's a reason for God not wanting us to celebrate these pagan holidays, because these pagan holidays that men has created, because he didn't create these things, always have a dark side behind these pagan holidays, especially Halloween. Now, Christmas, I think y'all forgot about old Saint Nick, Saint Nicholas, and who he really was. Now, this is where Israel gonna come in at, because he know about the Roman Christians. I already knew about, he was part of the Roman Christians, but a lot of y'all don't know is this Saint Nick that was a Roman Christian. I think he was a priest or something, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. All I do know is the dark side of him and what he was doing to children. But go ahead, Israel. I'm done.
Israel doctrine don't know nothing, but the internet knows all. So we gonna let those who study and do research and stuff let us know what they just studied and researched. Carl never studied and researched thoroughly.
The true story of Santa Claus begins with Nicholas, who was born during the 3rd century in the village of Patara in Asia Minor. At the time, the area was Greek and is now on the southern coast of Turkey. His wealthy parents, who raised him to be a devout Christian, died in an epidemic while Nicholas was still young. Obeying Jesus' words to sell what you owned and give the money to the poor, Nicholas used his whole inheritance to assist the needy, the sick, and the suffering. He dedicated his life to serving God and was made Bishop of Myra while still a young man. Bishop Nicholas became known throughout the land for his generosity to those in need, his love for children, and his concern for sailors and ships. Under the Roman Emperor Diocletian, who ruthlessly persecuted Christians, Bishop Nicholas suffered for his faith, was exiled and imprisoned. The prisons were so full of bishops, priests, and deacons, there was no room for the real criminals, murderers, thieves, and robbers. After his release, Nicholas attended the Council of Nicaea in AD 325. He died December 6th, AD 343 in Myra and was buried in his cathedral church, where a unique relic, called manna, formed in his grave. This liquid substance, said to have healing powers, fostered the growth of devotion to Nicholas. The anniversary of his death became a day of celebration, St. Nicholas Day, December 6th, December 19th, if on the Julian calendar. Through the centuries, many stories and legends have been told of St. Nicholas' life and deeds. These accounts help us understand his extraordinary character and why he is so beloved and revered as protector and helper of those in need.
But wait a minute. The Roman Christian church would teach us and say that that is when Jesus, the day Jesus was born. Ain't that's what they said? They told us and told us for a very long time that December the 25th was the day that Jesus was born. Now, when you read the Bible, I had knew this. This was crazy. It said as a child, we all was raised a certain way, and we was told that Santa Claus is coming, and we was told to go to sleep, you know, the day of Christmas Eve. So when we wake up early in the morning, Santa Claus then came and put all them presents underneath the tree. I was always a smart child. I always kind of knew it wasn't the damn Santa Claus. I knew my damn parents was doing that shit. So when my mama would come and tell me, because I played along, like, yeah, it's a Santa Claus. I played along, even though I kind of already knew the truth, because I caught her. I seen presents one day inside of her closet. I'm like, the fuck. But anyway, these are the tricks that the parents, go along with these pagan holidays. But the Bible said when they described the time when Jesus was being born, it sounded like to me like it was in the fall, not in the winter. From the way they was describing it, that's what it sounded like to me. They never said what time it was, but it wasn't no December the 25th. That's what the Roman Catholics told y'all. Well, yeah, y'all. That's what he told y'all, that Jesus was born on that day. So why so happens that this Saint Nicholas person supposed to is that the day they trying to say he was born on, or did they just say that was what did that just say?
That he died on December the 6th or something like that, but they give you Christ and say he rose on that day, and then take the 5th and put it on the day that Christ and stuff.
Man-made pagan holidays, because like I said, anybody who read the Bible and understood the Bible, we all understand and know that Jesus was not born on December the 25th. But go ahead, Israel.
I'll let the computer read, because like I said, somebody did the research and everything, and I haven't done it, so don't claim to be something I'm not.
One story tells of
Hold
a
on.
with 3 daughters. In those days, a young woman's father had to.
You have did research, Israel. Did you what told me that you told me some stuff that I didn't even know, a little something behind the scenes. You know how to go back, you know how to go further into that about who this Saint Nicholas person is. You know who that Saint Nicholas.
Listen to my words and let me say them so I can make myself clear, because I don't like repeating myself. I don't know shit about Saint Nicholas the Saint, Santa Claus, none of that. I only know what I picked up through the years. Santa Claus is fake. I seen presents. I seen them put them out. I stayed in Cabrini Green Projects. Ain't no fucking chimney for a Saint Nick, Santa Claus, or anybody to come down. So I learned that it was fake. And I don't study the fake because I don't really care about the fake. I care about it enough to try to tell people that's fake and you shouldn't fuck with that. But if you want to fuck with it, I'm not going to stop you. I'm going to take my ass over there and do what I do. So when you saying I know, I'm telling you I don't know nothing about this.
Okay, when I say you know, I mean on the level that you just explained, Israel. That's all I was saying. Nothing no more.
That's why I said what I said and said, okay, that's me. That's what I got. But I will play this audio over here of these people writing about this Santa Claus nigga. Read computer.
One story tells of a poor man with 3 daughters. In those days, a young woman's father had to offer a prospective husband something of value, a dowry. The larger the dowry, the better the chance that a young woman would find a good husband. Without a dowry, a woman was unlikely to marry. This poor man's daughters, without dowries, were therefore destined to be sold into slavery. Mysteriously, on 3 different occasions, a bag of gold appeared in their home providing the needed dowries. The bags of gold, tossed through an open window, are said to have landed in stockings or shoes left before the fire to dry. This led to the custom of children hanging stockings or putting out shoes, eagerly awaiting gifts from St. Nicholas. Sometimes the story is told with gold balls instead of bags of gold. That is why 3 gold balls, sometimes represented as oranges, are one of the symbols for St. Nicholas. And so St. Nicholas is a gift giver. One of the oldest stories showing St. Nicholas as a protector of children takes place long after his death. The townspeople of Myra were celebrating the good saint on the eve of his feast day when a band of Arab pirates from Crete came into the district. They stole treasures from the church of St. Nicholas to take away as booty. As they were leaving town, they snatched a young boy, Basilios, to make into a slave. The emir, or ruler, selected Basilios to be his personal cupbearer, as not knowing the language, Basilios would not understand what the king said to those around him. So, for the next year Basilios waited on the king, bringing his wine in a beautiful golden cup. For Basilios' parents, devastated at the loss of their only child, the year passed slowly, filled with grief. As the next St. Nicholas feast day approached, Basilios' mother would not join in the festivity, as it was now a day of tragedy. However, she was persuaded to have a simple observance at home, with quiet prayers for Basilios' safekeeping. Meanwhile, as Basilios was fulfilling his tasks serving the emir, he was suddenly whisked up and away. St. Nicholas appeared to the terrified boy, blessed him, and set him down at his home back in Myra. Imagine the joy and wonderment when Basilios amazingly appeared before his parents, still holding the king's golden cup. This is the first story told of St. Nicholas protecting children, which became his primary role in the West.
So as you can see, his stories told about protecting children and stuff. So when the story comes to our day, people make up more stories and get you in love with St. Nicholas, Santa Claus. Then lie and say Jesus and put them together and make them equal. I don't buy none of it. I don't deal with none of it. Ever since I was young and my parents lied to me, because that's what your parents do. They lie to you because people say your children need this and they love you so much that they go put you in the booty band house and everything. I don't know what to say. If y'all love it, if y'all like it, I love it. That's the old saying go. Love it enough to get the hell away from it. Read on, computer.
Another story tells of three theological students traveling on their way to study in Athens. A wicked innkeeper robbed and murdered them, hiding their remains in a large pickling tub. It so happened that Bishop Nicholas, traveling along the same route, stopped at this very inn. In the night he dreamed of the crime, got up, and summoned the innkeeper. As Nicholas prayed earnestly to God, the three boys were restored to life and wholeness. In France, the story is told of three small children wandering in their play until lost, lured, and captured by an evil butcher. Saint Nicholas appears and appeals to God to return them to life and to their families. And so Saint Nicholas is the patron and protector of children.
So, as you can see, many are stories, many are lies. Saint Nicholas is greater than Jesus Christ in these stories. This is what you call animated of the day back in the day. These animated heroes did shit that's undoable.
Several stories tell of Nicholas and the sea. When he was young, Nicholas sought the holy by making a pilgrimage to the Holy Land. There, as he walked where Jesus walked, he sought to more deeply experience Jesus' life, passion, and resurrection. Returning by sea, a mighty storm threatened to wreck the ship. Nicholas calmly prayed. The terrified sailors were amazed when the wind and waves suddenly calmed, sparing them all. And so Saint Nicholas is the patron of sailors and voyagers. Other stories tell of Nicholas saving his people from famine, sparing the lives of those innocently accused, and much more. He did many kind and generous deeds in secret, expecting nothing in return. Within a century of his death, he was celebrated as a saint. Today he is venerated in the East as wonder, or miracle worker, and in the West as patron of a great variety of persons, children, mariners, bankers, pawnbrokers, scholars, orphans, laborers, travelers, merchants, judges, paupers, marriageable maidens, students, children, sailors, victims of judicial mistakes, captives, perfumers, even thieves and murderers. He is known as the friend and protector of all in trouble or need. See list.
So Saint Nick is better than Jesus. That's why y'all
That's
worship.
the way they trying to paint them out to be.
That's why y'all worship Christmas and the songs and the Red Nose Rain, Big Rudolph, and all the. I'm from Chicago. They did it.
I got a question. What is I ain't even talking to you. I'm just speaking in general, Israel, because you probably don't even know the answer to this. I'm just speaking in general. What is this whole leaving cookies and milk out for Santa Claus before you go to sleep? That just sounds like some type of offering to me. Offering equals
The Christmas tree is worship when they bow down and pick up the Christmas presents. They bow on their knee and go on under the tree. And they bow onto the tree. That's why they put a star above the tree and this and that. It's symbolism. Everything symbolizes something. That's why they put the three things up there you heard, because they say some shit. Money fell in the sock and shit. So they put socks and shit on the chimney to see if the money gonna fall in them. And then over time it changed. We're gonna put shit in the stockings and you will be able to get them. Saint Nick can't do it, so we'll do it. And everything symbolizes something. And don't nobody know what it symbolized, but they do it because it's tradition. Don't know where you want to go now or what you talking about. I'm listening.
no, I heard you. I'll keep continuing.
Sailors, claiming St. Nicholas as patron, carried stories of his favor and protection far and wide. St. Nicholas chapels were built in many seaports. As his popularity spread during the Middle Ages, he became the patron saint of Apulia, Italy, Sicily, Greece, and Lorraine, France, and many cities in Germany, Austria, Switzerland, Italy, Russia, Belgium, and the Netherlands. See list. Following his baptism, Grand Prince Vladimir I brought St. Nicholas stories and devotion to St. Nicholas to his homeland, where Nicholas became the most beloved saint. Nicholas was so widely revered that thousands of churches were named for him, including 300 in Belgium, 34 in Rome, 23 in the Netherlands, and more than 400 in England.
This nigga popular than Jesus. I don't get it. Well, how much more do we got to go, sister? Let me see. We got two more anyway. I don't
It's
get
not
it.
that much, it ain't that much more.
I don't understand it. Niggas get drunk and say Saint Nicholas did this for me.
Nicholas' tomb in Myra became a popular place of pilgrimage. Because of the many wars and attacks in the region, some Christians were concerned that access to the tomb might become difficult. For both the religious and commercial advantages of a major pilgrimage site, the Italian cities of Venice and Bari vied to get the Nicholas relics. In the spring of 1087, sailors from Bari succeeded in spiriting away the bones, bringing them to Bari, a seaport on the southeast coast of Italy. An impressive church was built over Street Nicholas Crypt, and many faithful journeyed to honor the saint who had rescued children, prisoners, sailors, famine victims, and many others through his compassion, generosity, and the countless miracles attributed to his intercession. The Nicholas Shrine Bari was one of medieval Europe's great pilgrimage centers, and Nicholas became known as Saint in Bari. To this day, pilgrims and tourists visit Bari's great Basilica di San Nicola. Through the centuries, Saint Nicholas has continued to be venerated by Catholics and Orthodox and honored by Protestants. By his example of generosity to those in need, especially children, Saint Nicholas continues to be a model for the compassionate life.
And let me tell you the dark side about St. Nicholas, because they ain't gonna go and tell you all that. Israel should have pulled up the dark side about St. Nicholas. He is a child predator. He's a child pedophile. Why y'all sit there and take y'all children to the mall and let y'all kids sit on a man's lap that y'all don't even know? A lot of y'all be welcome pedophilia into y'all lives and don't even realize it, because they knew that a lot of y'all was too stupid to do the research on who Saint Nicholas really was. Yeah, they're gonna tell you that he was this person that was inside the Catholic Church and all this other stuff. I think he was, I don't want to say the Pope, he was something. I forgot.
He was
I had to go back and do my
Nicholas.
He was what?
He was Saint Nicholas. I don't give a fuck what he is. He ain't he's called a saint. That's basic. He was a saint.
That's the way that the Catholic Roman Church painted it out to be, as if he was saint, as if it's innocent. But the dark side behind him is he was a known pedophile.
Well,
he would lure children in with gifts and stuff. Go ahead.
Today that the Roman Catholic Church are pedophiles. They didn't sexually assaulted plenty of children.
I was getting where Israel going to where I was going to go with it. Go ahead, Israel.
You get children around. You tell them stories and give them gifts, and like you say, they sit on your lap, not knowing that you sitting them on their lap, but he got his wang out in his lap and you can't see it. And now you
fumbled your child and you don't even realize it just that damn quick. And he fumbling all of them too. So, this is a complete stranger man that they have dressed as Santa Claus that sits, and y'all allow y'all children to go and sit on this grown ass man lap that y'all don't even know who the fuck it is behind that motherfucking damn costume.
They done told you a lie, and you done told your children a lie, and you take your children to them, and they can do whatever they want to do to them.
Right in your face while y'all taking that picture, because that's what y'all trying to get. That picture, that Christmas picture with my baby, my grandchild, or whatever on Santa lap.
And remember when you set them in that lap and what happened to them, and you don't even know, and then they kill your motherfucking ass because you put them in a fucked up situation that you don't even know about, but you should have known because you're fucking with paganism. And paganism at the end of the day gonna lead you to Lucifer, and Lucifer gonna do what he want to do when you allow him to do it. Shit crazy. Like I said, that's why I don't study this shit. I just find out that it's bad and you shouldn't fuck with it. How deep is it? I don't even know how deep the rabbit hole go. And you don't want to go down that rabbit hole. Okay, thanks for that information. Fuck that rabbit hole. I don't go down rabbit holes that I don't want to travel.
I go down rabbit holes. I'm an official truth seeker. That's what we do. We go down rabbit holes because we want to get down to the surface of the root. My thing is,
every man speak for himself.
It was an incident that happened in Chicago, Illinois. I remember where it was this man that was at the mall. I would assume that it was the same man that they was having playing Santa Claus for a few years straight. And it was a child that a mother would always force because she wanted them traditional pictures of Christmas with her children sitting on Santa's lap. Her children would always act funny, would tell them, no, I don't want to sit on. Basically pulling that child. You gonna go and take this picture and go and sit on Santa's lap. Find out later on that Santa Claus lost his job. You know, we found out that nigga was fumbling on them damn children. The child was trying to give you the red flags. When your child is telling you that they don't want to be around an adult, you need to be asking some motherfucking questions. But nah, what you do is you force. Y'all, the ones that does it, I just want y'all to think about it, the ones that sit there hanging up y'all little Christmas trees, putting y'all little pagan stuff up. Y'all are the ones who are condoning the pedophilia. You embracing it.
They living a lie and they teaching a lie. That's what
So
all
when something happens to your child, don't say shit because you embrace that shit. Now, for those who don't know, that's why I'm sitting here talking. That's what I'm here for. In Israel doctrine is to tell you that that shit is wrong. You messing with a holiday. You messing with a spiritual demon. That's a demon.
Cause with Santa Claus, it comes another person. It's a little gremlin-like thing.
That's why I'm trying to tell them. You messing with a fucking demon.
When you fuck with Santa Claus got a friend that rolls with him too.
Messing around with a demon, and y'all opened up the doorways for the demons. Y'all put up y'all little traditional stuff. I used to do it. I can't talk now. I just learned. I was a child. I was raised up in that. But my grandmama didn't play it, but my mama did. You see what I'm saying? My grandmama would always say, "You ain't gonna see no damn Christmas tree in her house," and she was a Jehovah's Witness. She didn't do no doggone pagan holidays. That's how I knew what I found out at a young age.
Yes, that's what. No matter what you say about the Jehovah's Witness, they go knock on doors and they try to teach people and explain to people. They might be pagan, but 90, 80 or whatever percent of what they saying be true.
It do though.
I called my auntie and she like, "Well, I don't do birthdays no more." And I didn't know what she was saying. Then the next year I found out she had became a Jehovah's Witness. You think I talked bad about my auntie? No, I was just like, I didn't know that shit. I wouldn't have called her and did that the year before. But you learn and people teach you as you go through different stages in life. You go through different classes, university, churches, and shit, and you learn about stuff. I got a video up that I just put up on Facebook, and I do want to play it here so y'all can hear it, because to me it was deep. That's why I created it, but I hadn't put it up on Facebook yet. But what a perfect time. So I called the queen. I said, "You ready to do the show?" She's like, "I just asked your crazy ass 5 minutes ago and you was talking something else." But believe me, I'm in grief stage. I'm going through shit.
When you become awakened for real, you go through all the stages of grief. First and foremost, you are going to deny. Because it is quite literally easier to make yourself believe that you are delusional and losing your mind than to believe that everything you've ever believed is a lie. So you just deny it, and denying it, you don't just deny it. You go try to prove to yourself that you are having a mental breakdown. So you go do research to try to disprove the research that made you awaken in the first place. And all that does is take you down a bigger rabbit hole. A deeper rabbit hole that disillusioned you even further. And now you're angry because who do I trust? But the angry stage doesn't last long, and it doesn't last long for two reasons. The first is that you have this clear understanding that anger is not going to liberate you. And you know this because of the second reason. You've come to an awakened stage where you recognize that by existing in this low frequency, in this negative energy, I'm just manifesting more low frequency negative energy. I'm just manifesting more anger by being in anger. So you recognize within yourself, like, bro, I have to release this. Because regardless of the fact that the veil has been lifted, and I understand that we're living in a matrix, it doesn't give me an automatic out of the matrix, right? So then you start bargaining with yourself and you're like, okay, maybe I can accept some of the lies, like at least the ones that make me feel good. But eventually you realize this cannot work. You can't be halfway asleep and halfway awakened. You have to abandon all of the lies and start from the ground up. And go within yourself and find out the truth. However, you don't know how you're going to do that because you become terribly depressed. And it's not like a regular depression. It's not the type of depression that like just going outside and getting some sunlight is going to help, because remember, you're awakened. So you're even looking at the sunlight, Which can I trust you? But eventually you start to recognize how much power you have. And when you recognize your power, that is what makes you become okay with accepting it. And I'll end with this. Good. Already won. Remember that. Good already won. The fight is you versus you.
The fight is you versus you. Not me versus Khalil, Leak you and stuff. That's why when you mind your own business and say fuck them, they trying to find their way to creep into your life. Because if you keep paying them attention and dealing with them, this is what happens. You see it on YouTube with me and the Queen and anybody that they hate and after of all the time. You can't throw them away. They're going to keep trying to pull themselves back into your life. Like, what have we learned today?
Well, I'm hoping a lot of y'all have learned who the real Saint Nick is. But I got a video that I'm going to drop that's going to go more offensive details. Give you a better vision. Because sometimes, that's why I don't really like to do too much talking on the Official Truth Seeker channel. I prefer to drop videos. Because when you see and hear certain stuff for your own self, then you will see what I'm talking about.
Ain't nothing like learning for yourself. Fuck what anybody got to tell you. Go try it out.
Exactly. That's why I always tell y'all to do your own research. Don't believe what I say. Go do your own research. Go see it and look it up for yourself, and you will see exactly what the hell I'm talking about.
It's such and such the other day, and the food was nasty. Don't believe them. Go buy the food and eat it. And when that shit nasty, you'll be giving the testimony. And you will be saying, you don't believe me, go buy some of that shit and see. And then people go buy it and see, and they have their own testimony. You need your own testimony.
Right. So I go and I look stuff up. And sometimes I run across certain stuff because going down that rabbit hole, I ain't even gonna sit here and lie. It takes a strong-minded person to be able to go down that rabbit hole, because that rabbit hole goes, it'll take you some, man. I'm telling you, I was doing some research on some shit and ended up somewhere else that I literally didn't want to be. I'm putting it to you like that. I didn't want to be there. I wasn't even trying to go there. But going down that rabbit hole took me there. And I found out some things that I wish I didn't ever know. But I'm glad it's good. It's good information. It's good to know. But you know how you run across some stuff and you be like, I wish I never even. Well, that's why they say curiosity will kill the cat.
Before my friend, I learned some things I didn't want to learn. I seen some shit I didn't want to see, because that's how you learn about stuff the hard way. You be like, you walk down that alley and you smell that and you be like, what's that? Let me see. And you're like, this motherfucker over here riding in dead. Oh shit, I didn't know.
That's what comes with being a truth seeker, though. You ended up going down rabbit holes because you gotta we seekers. I want to know the truth, the full truth. And then before you know it, you be done got a whole mouthful of some stuff and you be like, okay, what the hell did I just walk into? You just said you wanted to know the truth. That's what you've been digging for.
Hey, and as a person that deals with the Bible and looking for Bible truth, you quickly find out who's who based off what the Bible say. There's so many people I'm seeing right now don't know nothing about the 10 Commandments and how it go, and they just talk bad of it. They don't know that it is the covenant of the Lord God of Israel. And I get frustrated trying to tell people because they just get to talking stupid.
You know what, Israel? I believe they do know. They don't care. You ain't picked up onto it yet. And the sad part about it is the 10 Commandments, it's not even that hard.
Yeah, I understand.
It's that way, but the 10 things that he asked of you ain't even really that hard. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not lie.
Okay, I want to speak. I understand what you're saying, but if you on Facebook openly saying you ain't got to keep the 10 Commandments and stuff, then I ask you a simple question. You're lying to people, and you don't want the people to see that you don't know. So then you start talking crazy to me. And that caused a problem because it caused a friction.
You got to give more details because that lost me. Like you said, then they go to talking crazy to you. Like, what you mean?
Well, it's like a lot. Once you tell one, you got to tell two and three and four to try to keep the first one strong. And so it turned into crazy conversation and stuff. Like this guy I just posted on his wall of stuff, right? So he said Jeremiah 31 says this. It says that I see you see the differences. Can you see the sameness? Because you can quickly say that's a red car, that's a blue car, but instead of car and that's a car, I can't see they are car. You just said a red car and a blue car. You can't see that they cars just different colors. No, I can't see that. I'm talking to a crazy ass fool. I need to get the fuck away from you. That's how you figure out if people got a mind or not, by asking them a simple question. Okay, you see the differences, they're incapable of seeing the sameness. So then you pointed out to them and they said, I can't see that. You said, I'm talking to your fucking ass. I'm getting the fuck away from you. This is how I learned how to discern and deal with people. You notice lately, every time I talk to somebody, I try to get an agreement before I talk to them because I'm gonna come to that conclusion by asking you a simple question and stuff. And I know most people know that you set them up with a question and they're not gonna want to answer it. And it'll be like, okay, I'm through talking to you, then you're not a reasonable person and you don't know how to see differences and sameness. I'm getting the fuck away from you. Because you're incapable. I use that a lot because people either capable or incapable. So what have we learned today? I know I learned some stuff, but whenever you get ready, sister, we'll turn the show off. You can even
What did you learn today?
Huh?
So what did you learn today?
It's nothing new. Same old, same old.
You said you learned some things today. That's why I said, what did you learn today?
It's the same old, same old. Don't fuck with Christmas. I learned about the socks and why they do it. I really never knew why they did it. I just knew motherfuckers did it.
Oh, you didn't know why they had the. Oh, okay.
Like the cookies, you like why they leave the cookies. Well, people love leaving sacrifices to their idols. Saint Nick.
Because I always, even when I knew the truth, after I knew the truth, I questioned. I know damn well my mom ain't sitting there having us putting out cookies and milk, and she the one drinking and eating the cookies. I just don't believe that.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you something. Our parents, it's sad to say, but our parents, and it's really not their fault because it was the way they was taught and brought up. Our parents has been pulling the biggest trick on us for a very, very long time. And I don't feel like it's been done on purpose. It's just what they've been taught.
Like you say, if you stay up all night, that night they tell you take your ass to sleep, you gonna see them fumbling around in that room bringing them Christmas presents out.
How the hell you think I found out the truth? Because I stayed my motherfucking ass up. That's how I found the truth out. I told you I was a nosy ass goddamn child. I wanted to see his ass.
Stay up because they telling you to go to sleep and you like something wrong. These motherfuckers want me to go to sleep.
Yeah, they'll say that if you don't go to sleep, he not gonna come and bring you them presents. And I'm like,
children that go to sleep, you said, get up, come on, let's go. Like, I'm gonna take my ass to sleep, but you stop telling them they gonna stay their ass up. Wait, let's see what's happening. They want us.
But the fact that, and then on Christmas, now I don't know how y'all household was, because this at my house, everybody was different. But in my household, why is it that we had to go to bed early Christmas Eve? And what I mean is, any other time throughout the week, because you know that's Christmas weekend. I mean Christmas week that you out of school. All the time you out. Now you gonna tell me on Christmas Eve you want us to go to bed around like 8, 9 o'clock. It was just, I'm telling you, I was a nosy child. I paid attention to a lot of shit and it drew interest in me. Like, I want to see Santa Claus. Why you trying to make me go to sleep? Why you saying that if I'm not asleep, he ain't gonna. And then the Christmas songs and all that other shit had me fucking, man, I was curious.
That ain't even
Y'all remember that cartoon Curious George with that monkey?
Why you think he a monkey? Because young black children are very curious. It wasn't even
Like,
to me. Whatever happened in my house, I knew what was happening when I was
that's
young.
what I'm saying. Because it was shit like that my mom would do, and I stayed up, and that's how I found out the truth. I found them presents the next year inside that doggone closet. But the year when I found out what I found out, they was up in there moving around in the room. I was up. It'd be about 3 o'clock in the morning. I go to her room, her door shut. It's a crack in the door. I hear bags moving around. I'm like, wait a fucking minute, yo. Look, like, what the? These niggas.
I'm finding out everything. That room, I know what's going on. Don't play at my house and act like I don't need. I know what's going on in my house. I found out everything.
I didn't say that because I felt like if I would have said something, I was a child. I said if I say something and let her know that I see, or let her even know that I know what I saw, she ain't gonna give me them gifts. I just sat here and looked through the room and saw everything. Now it's not unwrapped because it's wrapped. I see y'all moving it around and putting it in bags because y'all finna bring it out to the living room underneath the tree. So when I see them finna come open the door, I move myself. I'm looking at them, putting the damn presents that they claim they're supposed to be Santa Claus coming down a goddamn chimney, which I could never understand because I used to ask my mama that. I'd be like, Mama, we don't have a chimney. So how you gonna come down the chimney? He comes through the front door. I wasn't comfortable with that. I wanted to see him coming through that front door. I wanted to see him come through the door. I wanted to see him eat that goddamn cookies.
That's the problem. You need a chimney, and we ain't got them.
Yeah. Like, how you supposed to give us our presents if he's supposed to come down the chimney? We don't have a chimney. She told me he come through the front door. When I said that, I was thinking to myself when she said that, I wasn't comfortable with that. I'm like, I'm staying up.
You change the story. The story is he come down the chimney. We don't have no chimney. Explain it to me now. Oh, fuck you.
She told me he could go through the front door, yo. She said he magical. You ain't gotta have no chimney. He come down the chimney with those in the households that got chimney. For those who ain't got chimney, how you think they get their presents?
That's why the truth of the matter, don't believe your parents. Don't believe your parents. Your parents believe their parents, and their parents believe their parents, and they passing lies down. Y'all talk about generation curses and shit. When you bring this paganism shit into your life, you bring curses into your life. Because motherfucker don't have Christmas gifts, they end up dead. Because motherfucker didn't come home with no Christmas gift.
All the days when you turn on the TV, because I think I just seen that last year where a boy, I think it was the son in the household, he killed the mama and the sister because of a Christmas gift. I was like, what the?
Because niggas want the story to change. I need my Christmas gift and you don't.
That's fucked up the way you said it, man.
That's how it really is. I wake up in the morning and I want a Nintendo and y'all got a Sega shit. Santa fucked up. It's a problem. Somebody got to pay. And Santa ass ain't around. Somebody finna get fucked up. You don't want to do that. You want to say, look, Christmas is this. If y'all want something, let me know what it is. I'll try to get it. If I can get it, I get it. I can't. But Santa don't bring you shit. Mama and daddy have to go and work for that shit. And if you can't get it, you can't get mad and kill me and shit. I don't want that. So I'm gonna tell you the truth. Ain't no motherfucker.
Bust they ass year round just to come up with Christmas. Man, my thing is all that work, and then on top of that, that's a child. That's a child. That's a child predator.
A bunch of Negro people start telling their children all that shit is a lie. When you know how you say the tooth fairy, motherfucker don't want to give you no money, they tell you the truth. Ain't no fucking tooth fairy gonna come tonight. Cause I'm the tooth fairy, nigga. It ain't no doubt
about that. I remember when I found about that one wasn't real. I remember when I found that one out.
Black people don't have the money to do what the white folks do, so they tell their children. Ain't no fucking this, ain't no that. That shit is a lie. That shit is bullshit. I learned
I found out about the tooth fairy was a damn lie. When I had put my tooth underneath that pillow that night, and the tooth fairy must have accidentally fell asleep and didn't come and get my tooth, right? So I was sitting there trying to figure out why the hell the tooth fairy didn't come and get my tooth. My auntie standing there talking about here go your money. The tooth fairy left your money right here. And I'm like, okay, but why did it take the tooth? You know, they didn't have no answer for that shit. I knew then. I was like, hold the fuck up. They are.
The child know it real quick. You tell them the story, they believe the story. And when the story don't add up, they start asking more questions. Why the shit like y'all said happen?
And if the questions don't make sense to them, that's when they start getting nosy. That's when they start go seeking the truth. And that's what happened with me, because shit didn't add up. Shit didn't make sense. I believe the tooth fairy existed for a long time until they slipped up one night that time and went to sleep. I assume that's what happened. Folks forgot to come and get the tooth. I wake up, I'm like, what happened? Mama, the tooth fairy didn't come and get my tooth. What happened? Oh, my auntie standing there. Here go your money. She got the money in her hand.
Well, bitch, how you get the money?
Why would the tooth fairy give you my motherfucking money and then leave my tooth underneath the pillow? Because I thought they supposed to take the tooth. See, I knew then.
And when children find out, it breaks their heart that their mom and dad and people lied to them. And it fucks them up. Fucks them up so much they go lie to their children.
Yeah, that's fucked up. I ain't never thought about it like that.
Motherfuckers say, hey, I'm gonna lie to them, and hopefully y'all don't find out. And if you fuck
I can honestly say I didn't play that Christmas, that Santa Claus shit. I let it be known from the upgate with my children. I'm the one giving these gifts, and this is the Christmas. Yup, it came from Mama. Mama got that. Mama got you that. Yeah, I don't bring Saint Nick in it. When I used to do it, because I would still do that, because as women with children, it's kind of hard. Even though we know the truth, we don't want to exclude our children. Because we know our children gonna be looking at this other stuff going on, like why we so odd out? Because that's how I felt as being in the Jehovah's Witness household.
Look, see, I'm an uncle. I'm a generation above my nieces and nephews and great nieces and nephews and shit. Carl Albert tell you, Carl Albert find out, and I'm gonna give you the information. What you say? Oh, ain't no fucking Santa Claus. What? Oh, ain't no this and that. And they be looking. Like I got a great niece. She every holiday and shit. If I come around or something, she said, and her mama said, Uncle Carl don't believe in that. And I don't want him telling you blah blah blah. So you quit talking to Uncle Carl. Uncle Carl don't believe he'll deal with this shit. Cause they know I tell them, hey, that shit, hey, your mama lying to you. Fuck up a whole house.
And I was participating in that, because I participated in it a long time because of my children, and I didn't want to exclude them and make them feel like, well, why is these children getting stuff for Christmas and I'm not? That's the only reason why I kept going along with it for so long, because you don't want your children to feel like they left out. But then you got to think of the bigger picture.
poor children.
You're protecting your children to be left out because then you're participating in allowing your children to be part of a pedophilia ring. See what I'm saying? It's for the best.
I love you, child, so I ain't gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you. And the truth is what set them free. But the lie, you finna lock them into some shit they don't need to be a part of. Woo, ain't life's a beautiful bitch. Ooh.
I don't know what Israel talking about, yo. I swear to God.
Life is a beautiful bitch that you fall for, you chase her. This is the stuff that grown folks do. Puff Daddy is in the entertainment industry. Entertainment industry got all kind of demons in it. But you gonna trust them? You gonna R. Kelly and all these music, you gonna give your child to a person and leave them in their hands? And then,
they doing it for money. It's called trafficking because they ain't just leaving them. They writing them a nice check. So that's selling. Selling and trafficking. Parents is doing that shit. Yes, they are.
and you can't say you don't know what you're doing.
You can't say you don't know what you're doing because you know exactly what you're doing.
You leave your child with somebody for money, you just sold your child.
That's exactly what you did.
And that's, you can't play the
fool. Form of trafficking, I don't know what the fuck is, but
you cannot play the fool.
Goddamn Saint Nick, old Saint Nicholas, he was a child trafficking. I know that. And I know a lot of parents who motherfucking did shit and put their children on his lap and trafficked their children right to Saint Nick. I know that.
When I heard R. Kelly say, how you gonna leave your child with me and everything and get money and shit, but then when shit happened, I did something wrong, but you didn't do nothing wrong. Hey, it's cool. I go to jail. Bring your motherfucking ass with me though, because you was a part of it too. You put your child in that situation. You gotta take responsibility. As people say, you gotta be accountable. I'm held accountable for the stupid shit I just did. Nigga trying to roll my nose in it. Just know I'm in that I stood all I can stand and I can't stand no more. Plotting and planning for your motherfucking ass now. When you want the show to be over, sister, you can cut it off.
Okay, so I guess we done because Israel is blabbing on about God knows what the hell he's talking about. But yeah, I hope y'all learned a little something. I just want y'all to think. I'ma still drop, like I said, a more exclusive video on the evil side of Saint Nick. Let y'all know who he really is. And I hope y'all learned something for those who's gonna be putting up them Christmas trees and going out there doing all that lying and shit, prepping up, telling y'all children that shit. At least if you gonna do it, tell them the truth. Don't be sitting there telling them it's a goddamn Santa Claus.
They're coming from niggas, and nigga lying to a nigga about European doing this and that. That's just like lying to them about cops. Cop, fuck your.
Don't be sitting there lying to them about this is Jesus' birthday, because that is a lie. It's not Jesus' birthday. That's a lie. So with that, all the truth seekers and those who are out to seek the truth, welcome. But if you don't have an open mind, this is not the channel for you. But if you don't have an open mind, this is not the channel for you. The official truth seeker.